Good morning, everybody. I can't believe we are at the end of March. Oh, I don't know where the year is gone, but at least we have some pretty days. And I have a pretty friend with me. Nice, we have a girls' day at the end of March. And Aileen Reilly, I've known you for many years in the restaurants, and she and her brother Paul have been very big on the scene and done a great job with Coperta and more. Good morning, Aileen.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you look so pretty in that. Had
Uh,
I known, I would have been pink, but
I love pink.
uh, I like pink a lot. I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm a blue. Yeah, you do. I think I saw you at your restaurant. You had on pink.
I probably did. That's probably true.
Oh, very good. Okay. Tell me the story of you, and please don't call. I tell my son, so he calls. Um, anyway, tell me all about you, Paul, and Coperta.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Coperta has been around since 2016. We're about to celebrate our ninth birthday. Um, Coperta is our love letter to Rome and Southern Italy. Southern Italy and Rome, more of a rustic style Italian food, really about from the earth, from the sea, using as much raw material as possible to then turn that into our dishes. We wanted to do Coperta after we had our first restaurant, Feast and Bottle, and we wanted to kind of keep that homage to farm to table, using our local sourcing between our great farmers and ranchers in the state. And the idea of Southern Italy really allowed us to keep that concept going in that rustic style of cooking as well. Coperta means blankets. We wanted it to mean, really that warmth that comes from that delicious, homey Italian food, but also hospitality. It's like you're wrapped in a warm blanket when you're in our dining room, comfortable and easy to be at. We did decorate the restaurant to look kind of like an old house. That was really purposeful for us to kind of look like you're walking into someone's house. So we have some additional like pots and pans. There's books around, but really enough to say like be comfortable, enjoy your time with the as we call it the blanket. That will sometimes be the term that we all our slang term for coperta that we use around the restaurant, but it is meant to be the blanket. And yes, so
I
it's been
never knew that's
it's
what it meant.
yeah, that is what it means. It means the blanket in Italian. And naming a restaurant is not that easy, but I feel like that was the first name we came up with. And we went through a slew of other names, and somehow that's where we are just like, that's the name. We want it to be the blanket. We want it to be that comfort level, and that's really been where Coperta's been. And so Paul and I have been operating it together, as well as my husband JP is also a partner as well. So it's the three of us, and we love being in Uptown. We've been in Uptown now for almost 13 years, and it's just a great part of the
You're on
Denver
20th
scene.
and Logan, if somebody does.
Correct. Yep, we are across 20th and Logan, right across from Benedict Fountain Park.
Okay, well, in case somebody didn't know,
Yeah,
you're
of
in
course.
front of the house, and
Yes,
Paul is the chef.
correct. Paul oversees the menu and the culinary side of the restaurant, and I oversee the dining room, as well as just like the service side of things as well.
And hubby does wines.
He oversees the beverage program. So he's kind of like we always say there's like the three legs, right? So we're a tripod. So Paul being the kitchen, I'm the front of the house, and JP's the bar side. So that's kind of what makes up the level of where we all are.
And I would say the restaurant is warm but casual.
Yes, we wanted it to be comfortable, not too much, not that, we do have a lot of celebrations, but yes, we want it to be comfortable and casual, that it's, you can come in there and, just after coming off the mountain after a ski day, like it's really just accessible to anyone who wants to be with us.
Okay, now tell the viewers all about the menu.
Yeah, so we have basically two menus will be given every day when you join us at Coperta. And the first one we call our Coperta Classics or the traditional trattoria style. So as I kind of want to be that, like if you were walking through the streets of Rome, you saw a corner trattoria, it would be very similar to the menu that this would be our main menu. It only changes like twice a year or so. But that's where people will find favorites that they've seen from us of the Roman pastas, bucatini amatriciana, cacio e pepe, rigatoni carbonara, and something we've become very known for, which is our pollo al diavolo, which is a half roasted chicken with Calabrian chili oil over polenta. That's been on the menu since the day we open, as well as then we do eggplant parmesan on that. So traditional like Sicilian style eggplant parmesan. So
Okay,
that's what we
I
see.
just
Yeah.
have to say your cashew pepe is one of the best I have had because
Oh,
it's
thank you.
not full of, most people make it with all that extra sauce that it's not supposed to have.
Correct. We really worked like knowing the traditions of what you would find in Rome itself, that traditional style. So yeah, just enough to coat the noodles. And I said, and simple. It's cheese and black pepper. That's and pasta and really pasta water. So
Works
that's
for
what we try
me.
to do. Yeah. So that would be our Coperto's like classic menu. That I said, same menu we always do. And then we have what we call our chef's feature menu. And that is what we give out smaller size menu, a couple antipasties or starters, about two pastas normally, and then usually one secondi or entree. And those are much more based on seasonality or just kind of what the chefs are feeling. You know, right now in March, we're just getting into spring vegetables and our local vegetables, but really in the summer, that's really where you would see like the seasonality of Colorado come up. We like to say that if you had an Italian chef and he was using Colorado vegetables, that menu is really where that gets showcased. And I said, so that one changes about every 7 to 10 days, or at least a few items
Oh,
on that
wow.
one. Yep. So that one moves a lot quicker, but that's really where we then can focus on those features. And again, sometimes it's just what the chefs are feeling. We do more fish features off of that menu as well. But that's going to be the two menus we have. So the Coperta Classic and our chef feature menu.
And are you open every night?
We are now open every night. So we're doing dinner 7 nights a week. And we open at 5 o'clock Monday through Saturday, and we start dinner at 4:30 on Sundays now. So Sundays is new for us. We haven't done Sunday dinner since pre-pandemic, crazy enough, but we are now open for Sunday dinner, and it's
Okay,
we
well,
love it.
Sunday dinner though is
Yeah,
not a different menu. It's the same.
no, correct. Yes, it is the same menu, just on Sundays.
Okay. And I noticed because we sat down in the dining room, but you have a really interesting happy hour menu, but you have to have that in the bar, they told us.
Yeah, we do have the happy hour menu in the bar, and that's more to accommodate reservations. So we do the reservations in the dining room and then the bar in the happy hour menu in the bar. And happy hour, we're running Monday through Thursday from 5 to 6. And it's a collection of small plates as well as, some discounted cocktails. Our house wine, our tap wine is discounted as well. And yeah, we said happy hour is very fun. We know people like to get out and have some snacks maybe before dinner, and that's what the menu is based off of.
And that's just Monday through Thursday.
Correct. Yep. Monday through Thursday in the bar. And it will be on the patio. We're going to open the patio in like the next 2 weeks. So it's bar and patio.
And that is okay. And that's there. Now, I know your hubby is the wine guy. Tell me a little bit about your bar program.
Yeah. So the bar program, so I'll start with wine. So the wine program is very much based on, what you would again find in Southern Italy. So we kind of make the what grows together goes together comment. So it is a Southern Italian wine list,
Oh, good.
which yeah, it is. So most of it, we have a couple that we've sprinkled along over the years, more from guest perspective, but like we do have a Barbera now from Northern Italy as our house wine. But majority of the wine list is going to be all Southern Italian. So again, to really focus on the food menu as well. Cocktail menu, craft cocktails. We have, of course, I like to say JP, my husband's very talented as well creating these, but we do have a great bar team that also assists in the cocktail creations, but really handcrafted. We do like to incorporate savory ingredients into our drinks. So you will see things like we have the pink pepe, which is made with pink peppercorns. And we just like to, again, still kind of focus on that food. So the food aspect and ingredient aspect, so it again matches with our food program as well.
It's very exciting to hear all about it. Um,
Thank you.
do you do, and I really am asking and don't know, do you
Yeah.
do special events coming up? Anything special for like Mother's Day, Easter seasons as well?
Yeah, actually, so the big special event that we have right now is our pop-up of Little Italy night.
No.
And we're doing, yeah, and that's actually we're almost actually, I think, doing it monthly now. But we take one night a month, usually a Sunday night, and we transform the restaurant into what we would say is a New York Italian restaurant. So red checker red checkered tablecloths, melting candles over Fiasco Chianti bottles. And we really bring what you would find if you're on the streets of a Little Italy in New York or a Little Italy in Boston, that combination of Italian American. So the dishes that a lot of people are familiar with and we're on comfort. So, menu is going to be chicken parmesan, chicken marsala, garlic bread. We do penne alla vodka, cheese ravioli. So that really is like New York Italian. Paul and I grew up that way. So Paul and I grew up in upstate New York, and we were so influenced by the New York Italian. Just so many people had immigrant, excuse me, had immigrated. Oh my gosh,
Immigrated.
take it away. Thank you. To New York, and really influenced where you would find certain dishes. Like for instance, in
Hey,
Italy, you've
I'm a
never.
nice Jewish girl, so I
Yes,
immigrated too from New
exactly.
York and Italian. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So it's super influential, and I always say is like you would never have found spaghetti and meatballs in a plate in Italy, but in New York, that's just traditional. You would eat spaghetti
Okay,
over
isn't
meatballs.
that your Monday night special as well?
It is. We do that on Monday. So that's kind of always, that's, gosh, we've been doing that, I think, almost since we opened Meatball Mondays. So that's always been there. But we do actually a baked ziti with meatballs at Little Italy night. So that's kind of how we still use
Oh,
our meatballs, but we do
it's
baked ziti
better.
instead. Yeah, I know. I love baked ziti.
I
Melted
do.
cheese for my heart. But yeah, so that's gonna be the big one we have, and we are doing that. I said we are doing about monthly now. So our next one is April 13th, Sunday night, from 4:30 to 8.
Oh, what fun.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. We play Rat Pack too, so you kind of get that that vibe of just that it's a New York Italian, what you would find in Little Italy.
So technically or literally, it's just Italian fun and as close to classic or real Italian, except for that night, that it can
Yes.
be. And your personality certainly shows the personality of the restaurant. And friend, give us some of the details of hours, days, how we make a reservation, and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are open 7 days a week. And we start dinner. So dinner 7 nights, Monday through Saturday, excuse me, we open at 5. We go till 9. And then Sundays we're open from 4:30 to 8. We do have there's quite ample street parking around us. We don't have any necessarily lots, but around the Benedict Fountain Park, there's a lot of parking available. So it can be easy to just kind of pull up, walk across the park. Um, and sorry, and then we do happy hour Monday through Thursday from 5 to 6.
Address,
Address, that would be helpful.
phone
400.
number.
Yep. Okay. We are at 400 East 20th Avenue, and that's Denver 80205. And our phone is going to be 720-749-4666. We do also have a semi-private room if anyone's looking to do events that seats up to 20. So we have a lot of fun at private events as well. So that's always something that's an option for us at Coperta.
And I assume you have a website.
We do. It is www.copertadenver.com, all spelled out.
And there's a very pretty sign behind you telling you the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yes, I say my Coperta logo right behind us.
Okay, well, to anybody who is watching, I know you're going to be excited and want to go, but please like and subscribe to the Gabb, GABB / Gourmet on YouTube. It's just plain Gabby Gourmet, Facebook, Instagram, and you'll find this and everything on all of those as soon as we're done. But is there anything we haven't told people?
I think so We love Italian food. And I say so, if you're in for a great meal, a great Italian menu, please come see us. We I said our team is very dedicated. Our kitchen team is very talented. The food they're putting is excellent, and our service team is really passionate. So we love doing what
They're
we do, and
very
we
friendly.
yeah, good. That's what we like to hear. So I said that blanket, that warm. So yeah, we'd love to
Oh,
have you.
and it's a great time. And I love your pop-ups. I assume they come up on your webpage too.
Yes, they do. Yep, it'll be on our website as well.
So everything you want, and you make reservations through the website.
Yes, we can make reservations through the website. We're also on Open Table, so if you can always just go directly to Open Table and make reservations with us as well.
And how about calling?
Call, yeah, no, absolutely. I would say we make sure. I think it's super important to pick up the phone. We
Well,
talk about how the fact I know it's been difficult.
the reason I mentioned that is, and I'm not saying compared to, but there are times you'll go to make a reservation and Open Table doesn't let you.
I
And
know.
if you call, you can get a reservation in many places that
I
for some reason, like your computer or Zoom,
yes.
it's the boss.
Well, and I think you bring a perfect example is that that is an algorithm that like if it only looks at things certain ways. However, those of us who, as a person, we can see something differently on a screen than maybe the computer says. So yes, I encourage everybody, if you don't find the reservation you want, no matter what restaurant, please call the
Yeah,
restaurant because a lot
I
of times they're going to make something happen.
I say that all
Yeah, we
the
want you to come in. We are like, we really want you to be there. So we're going to move things around and make it happen, but the computer can. So
and here you're speaking to a beautiful lady who happens to own a restaurant. Well, I'm going to say thank you for getting up and talking to me.
thank you
Happy
for having
almost
me.
April.
Yay. I'm so excited. Summer. Thank you.
Forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
You as well. Thanks for having me.
I much love. And everybody have a great warm weekend. Bye bye.